What do you want?
The views and opinions expressed in the following podcast do not necessarily reflect those of the DVM production empire. That's how you know it's good.
You're listening to the DVM production empire. Back with content, millions of downloads, taking the world by force. Join the empire today at dvmpe.com.
Groovy.
Hello?
Hi, this is Scott calling from the National Opinion Research Center. Do you have a short moment to do a survey for us?
Well, how short?
It's very short, very short. 2 minutes at most.
Okay, well, my dinner's almost done, so yeah, we can do this real quick.
Excellent. Currently, what is your favorite brand of soft drink?
I don't know. Pepsi?
Pepsi, great. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you enjoy that Pepsi?
Oh, well, on a hot day like today, I'd give it a 9.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Is there anything we can do to change it for you?
Make it not so hot out.
No, the Pepsi.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Excellent. On a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being very satisfied and 5 being not satisfied, how do you feel about vegan electricity?
I'm sorry, my phone must have broken up. Can you repeat that? It sounded really weird.
Vegan electricity on a scale of 1 to 5. 1 being satisfied, 5 being very satisfied.
You are saying vegan electricity.
Yes, I am.
Okay, well, 5's unsatisfied?
Yes.
Well, I don't know about 5, I guess.
Okay, I tricked you. That was very satisfied. Excellent. We're happy to have that. All right. Now, on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being not so much and 5 being very, what is your current feeling of impending doom?
Well, I got a little bit going. Not too much. Well, lost my job.
Sounds like a 3 to me.
Yeah, on a good day, I'd say it's a 3.
Okay, excellent. Coming up next, radioactive tourists. Are you for or against?
Radioactive, the tourist, like the hieroglyphic for your birthday?
No, tourists. Tourists. People visiting from afar. Only they're radioactive. For or against?
Oh, I'm against them letting people travel, or if they're going to get everyone sick, like the radioactivity.
Okay, excellent.
That's like when the microwave, you can't look right in it because it'll get you.
Okay, sir,
And if you stand in front of it, it'll zap your wiener. You can't have babies. That's why I don't have any kids.
Yes, sir. Oh, you don't have any kids. Are you currently single, sir?
Of course.
Okay, you're currently single. On a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being very little and 5 being very much, what do you feel is your biggest issue in satisfying a woman?
You want me to use a number?
Yes.
What do the numbers mean for this?
One is you satisfy them very little because, hey, look at you. And 5 is, yeah, I do okay.
I haven't gotten any...
You had to think about it. I'm going to have to go ahead and probably say it's a 1.
No, I can get it up to a 2.
Oh, you're going to get... Okay, well,
yeah.
let's split the difference at 1.5. Have you ever had a robot headache?
What does that mean?
It's like a mechanical headache. It comes from being around electronics.
Oh no, you see, because I got my helmet on, and that's how they can't get into my head anymore.
Oh, you wear a helmet. And what brand of helmet is that?
Oh, I made it myself.
Oh, excellent. Is there anything we can do to improve that helmet?
Well, you can get the satellites to stop spying on me.
Okay, excellent. And finally, just last one, because I know that dinner is probably almost ready. I need you to take a moment and close your eyes.
Okay.
Go back to the time when you were a child. Your father has left to go get cigarettes. He looks over his shoulder at you, and you see a certain sense of finality in that look. You know he's never coming back. You think it's probably because of something you did. Your mother also believes it's something that you did. Turns out, it was you all along. How does that make you feel on a scale of 1 to 5? Are you bothered by it? Not very bothered? Sort of bothered? And about ready to kill yourself? Oh, that sounds like a 3 to me. What do you think, 3?
Yeah.
All right, thanks. I just want you to go ahead and enjoy that dinner. What's going on, Empire? This is Stupid's Talking Stupid on the DBM Production Empire. I'm Patrick.
And I'm Bear, and we read the stupid so you don't have to. So, and you know how you're hearing us right now? Like right now, is using that electricity shit?
Yeah.
What if, hold on, what if it were vegan?
Okay.
Vegan electricity. It's the new craze.
So, like, what?
Yeah, man. It's, apparently it's a thing. I don't know why it's a thing. It didn't need to be a thing. No one asked for it to be a thing. Apparently a couple people asked for it to be a thing, and like, we should do this as a thing.
Is that like diet carbon monoxide?
No.
No.
There's still calories in that.
Yeah, you can't get a calorie.
There's just no sugar in it, but there's high fructose corn syrup, so it's not any better.
Whatever.
Ecotricity is a like electric company.
It's like edutainment.
Mm-hmm. They're over in the UK. They're in Stroud.
Of course.
They do not buy the electricity or gas from animal-related sources, and they've now been provided with the official stamp of appeal, which is the Vegan Society registration.
It's like a banana.
Yeah, right.
Like an empty banana peel.
But it's an organic one.
It's organic, so.
Yeah, so you know.
What electricity comes from animals?
They say the problem is that they're using, like all these companies are using byproducts of factory farming to make electricity and gas.
So
like
it's electronics.
Like,
it's not fucking.
Well, I'm just saying, like one company, they admitted that they used dead salmon from factory fish farms to generate some of its power, and another company generates some of the energy using pig slurry. I don't know how they're doing this, but this is a big deal. It's the world's first vegan electricity.
I don't understand it.
No one understands it, but they are able to label a sticker, put a sticker on it now that says, like Oprah's Book Club, but for vegan.
It's ridiculous.
Like,
the animal electricity is like, it's like, hey, what do you think? What do you think of the light in this room?
Well, it's nice.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, it's very pretty.
It's 100% llama electricity.
What do you mean?
I got a llama. He's in the back.
Riding an exercise bike?
He's close. He's on a treadmill.
Oh, okay.
He's wearing Air Jordans. We get 4 of them because, 4 feet.
At least you got nice shoes.
And then we put a hat on him.
Okay.
With a stick, and then there's a carrot in front of him, and he powers this entire room.
Oh, he must be running pretty fast.
He is. The rooms where we don't need as much power, like the bathroom where the light's only on when someone's in there.
Yeah.
That's ferret ran.
Okay, that makes sense.
5 ferrets.
Oh, 5.
Had tiny Air Jordans made for them.
I feel like you're kind of, any money you'd save on this generated electricity, you're kind of throwing out the window on these Jordans.
Well, they gotta look stylish while they do it.
Well, like, yeah, it'd be unfair for them not to be.
The refrigerator light.
Yeah.
Where you open the door.
Mm-hmm.
It's one penguin.
What kind of penguin?
It's just one of those emperor penguins.
Okay, the good ones.
Yeah, because he hangs in the back because it's cold.
And now, because he's got flippers, he obviously doesn't need shoes.
No, he's got flipper Jordans.
Oh. Instead of Air Jordans, they're water Jordans.
They're water Jordans.
No, it's new.
Fire Jordans.
No, you just don't understand. This penguin looks amazing.
This penguin is styling. All the other penguins are like, where'd you get those shoes? And he's like, work. Don't worry about it.
Where are these? Do you let him out of the refrigerator at the end of the day? I'm not going to eat any more until tomorrow. You can go home.
You can go home, but shoot, maybe I was going to have a late night snack. You know what? You better stick around.
Yeah.
Just stick around. I mean,
for like overtime paid, you give him like an extra herring.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's 2 herrings a day.
Ooh.
Yeah, unless he gets overtime.
Then it's 3 herrings.
3 herrings.
Why don't you maybe get more staff?
I don't want to flood the market. He doesn't really get along with other penguins, which is why he was, then I'd have to buy some more Flipper Jordans. And
those were a bitch to get.
Well, and that's when it starts to come into some money. I mean, the ferrets have small Jordans. The biggest was the llama. The llama's, that's like some shack-sized shoes, but, yeah.
Interesting.
None of this vegan electricity for me.
Yeah, that was just, I saw that headline saying it was the world's first vegan electricity. I'm like, have you heard of wind turbines? It's a fan. The air powers
The guy who created that did it while eating a cheeseburger. And we just can't have that.
The guy that built the first one, like, so that guy planned it and created, the guy that first erected one, he kicked a mule right in the face and said, "I'm putting a fan here."
Nice Jordans.
Yeah, put on his Timberland Jordans. And that's where they get the term mule kick. It was invented because of wind energy.
Yeah, so take that.
Take that, vegans.
Vegan electricity.
Donkey punching? Hello, have you heard of fire?
Vegans annoy me. I mean, what was it on The Simpsons? Lisa met a guy. He's like, I'm a level 21 vegan. I don't eat anything that has a shadow. The worst.
Should send those people to Fukushima. Give them some radiation poisoning.
No. It's like, people are just now, trying to, branch into Chernobyl. And it's like, you shouldn't. It's still very radioactive and will be for a very long time.
So this next story, there's 2 layers to it. Because there's the story, and then there's the second part, which we'll get to in a second. But we're talking about Fukushima here. Like you were saying, local residents are just now permitted to return to their homes for brief, closely supervised visits. But the government admits that despite efforts to decontaminate the region, it'll be many years before they're able to return on a permanent basis. The authorities in Fukushima are having to install warning signs in English and a bunch of other languages, telling people, like tourists that are going to the area, to stop getting out of their car and taking pictures next to things.
Ugh.
Because the entire area is so radioactive. Doing that, there's a road through the town that was just reopened in September that is primarily used for construction vehicles and trucks removing contaminated waste and debris. So it's open for pulling shit out, and if you need to sneak through, just stay in your car and just fucking zoom it. You should be fine.
Right.
But these people they get halfway through and let's take pictures. This is a perfect spot for Instagram.
Children are going to have gills. Get back in your car.
Well,
that was the worst day ever.
Gil's a family name.
That was the worst day ever. That was, I think, an earthquake.
Mm-hmm. That caused a tsunami.
That caused a tsunami. That caused
a nuclear
reactor fallout.
Yeah.
That's a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
Because you had a bad day. You turned the world down. The earth hates you.
It's burning you down.
But yeah, that's terrible thing. But if you look at photos of that, you look at photos of Chernobyl, their stuff is still sitting there. Like,
Oh, yeah.
when the alarm sounded, everyone got up and left. All their stuff is still there.
It's been 7 years since that whole disaster. And the government's Nuclear Emergency Response Office had to place 26 signs along the 45-mile stretch of National Road and a number of smaller roads in areas that have been designated as difficult to return for local residents. So basically, like, don't go here. This will kill you.
Don't go here.
And there's been so many people visiting this area just to hang out and let's take pictures. It's like with Hawaii being under attack from the Earth right now.
Yeah, no, it's terrible.
It's like, oh, there's the lava. Let's go touch the lava.
Yeah, that's when you know that,
let's go
like,
pet it.
The Earth is, like, really angry at you.
Earth is mad.
Earth is mad.
Yeah, motorists are able to access the roads, but the authorities have to put so many signs in because they see people getting out of their cars. Pedestrians, cyclists, and motorcyclists are still banned from entering the area. So you are literally allowed to be in there in an enclosed car and just punch it. They have signs that say no entry for motorcycles, mopeds, light vehicles, bicycles, and pedestrians, while other signs warn of high-dose radiation area and advise please pass through as quickly as possible. The fucking police had to appeal to the government because they're like, these motherfuckers, these tourists are showing up and getting themselves real sick. And for some reason, they don't know not to go in here. I don't get it.
I don't
get it. Now, that's the first part of this article. The second part of this article, 2/3 of the way down, it's a big side box that has the header, Top 5 Reasons to Visit Fukushima. No, they have an article telling you can't go there because it's a disaster, but here's why you should visit. Well, the scenery, of course. Fukushima has some stunning places to see: cherry blossom in the spring and the autumn foliage later in the year.
Yeah,
you could hire a car,
vibrant green.
Hire a car to see some of the more remote parts of the prefecture. But remember that Fukushima is just 90 minutes from Tokyo by bullet train. You know what else is good there? The food. The food is magnificent. The peaches, in particular, are massive and delicious. I wonder why they're massive.
I wonder.
Why did Godzilla get so big?
Right.
Because he's made of peaches. Hot springs. There are around 130 hot springs in the area. They were just lakes before.
But now they're boiling.
Of course, the tradition is good.
Oh, yeah.
It has a long history of one of the last samurai strongholds in Japan. So there are plenty of castles, temples, and shrines to explore, as well as traditional arts such as the tea ceremony to experience.
Played with a live concert by Imagine Dragons.
I wonder if they don't play that song.
They won't.
Yeah,
they won't do it.
Everyone's waiting for them.
I know you want us to play that song. We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it.
Boo!
And now, the three-headed dog.
It's their little Sebastian.
Right.
And finally, the fifth of the top 5 reasons to visit Fukushima. Peace of mind. Visitors can enjoy a trip to Fukushima knowing that they are completely safe. It's like they got 2/3 of the way through the article and then checked in with someone from Japan. They're like, hey!
You don't have to worry about roadside thievery, you know?
Like, you're kind of painting us in a bad light here, bro. Can we maybe tone it down a bit? Like, you're saying, nah, but we want some. Like, we need that tourism money. You just put up 100 new signs saying, don't come here.
Yeah.
No, but that's like right here.
But we have a gift shop.
Mm-hmm. And if you can get in and out in 15 minutes, you can get anything you want that's not made of metal.
That's right. Don't touch anything that's metal.
Yeah. And in fact, we're going to need you to wear this suit. It's a big rubber
and this
suit.
other suit on top of that suit.
And then we're going to have you go through a pressure wash system before and after, and take your own car. I don't want stuff in mine.
Visit Fukushima.
Fuck you.
You'll grow an arm.
Get fucked in
Get
Fukushima.
fucked.
Speaking of growing an arm,
What?
you know about these, things?
What?
Sex robots.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Have you heard of Samantha? It's a famous sex robot from creator Dr. Sergey Santos.
So, I do a lot of stand-up about robots. And the one that always got me was, it couldn't go up a sloped hill, or it couldn't go upstairs. And they immediately fixed that.
Yeah.
I was like, why? That was going to be our saving grace when the robots attack. It's like, quick, get on the porch, you know? And then I realized because it was because of sex robots that they wanted to be able to do stairs. So there's like a knock at the door, and it's like, hello? It's like, Johnson, is there any way you could close your drapes or not fuck that in the living room? I got kids on bikes out here.
That's
It's like,
heavy.
look, I would take it upstairs, but it can't do stairs. We're working on it.
That guy quit his job as an astrophysicist that's trying to get people to colonize Mars. And he's like, you know what?
Nope.
I'm going to go fix robots
They get,
so you can fuck them upstairs.
that's right. We're going to fix that stair issue.
I don't care about, we're killing the Earth.
Can't carry it.
I just need you to stop fucking that thing on the dining room table.
Right.
What's a
just
sturdy
awkward.
table?
It's my house. Tell your kids to play somewhere else.
You could just get blinds. No!
No.
I like the natural light on my
I
buttocks.
like the natural light in my living room.
We do shadow puppets afterwards. She's always a whale.
Learn how to make a gorilla. It's pretty cool.
So, you know about Samantha, the famous sex robot.
I've heard about her.
She has been given a major upgrade. Wink,
Windows 10.
wink. You used to have to boot her from DOS.
Nope, not anymore.
Oh, you want to put in your 5.5 inch stiffy?
Bing.
Better boot from a 5.5 inch floppy.
Ding, you've got genitals.
Sorry, you've got genital warts.
Oh my god.
So there's the upgrades they decided to show off in front of a panel of sexperts at the Life Science Center in Newcastle, England. Would you like to guess the most important upgrade here? Now I'm thinking, if you think sex robot, something that's super, like, she doesn't get a laser arm. That'd be fucking sweet, but this is relating to sex. And a laser arm would be related. I get it, but there's no safe words here.
Now, in cooperation with Dyson.
It's blameless! She's not doing all this suction. I've been here for 3 weeks.
She won't stop.
Why would they do this? She doesn't look happy. I'm not happy.
Where did she get those Jordans from?
She stole them from a llama, clearly.
Why does it have such big feet? Why?
If the llama would just stop running, she'd lose power.
Look at her at Hawk's cable.
Like, than an ox powers?
An ox cable?
Yeah. No! Don't turn it up to 10.
Look at that ox run. It's because of the arch support on the Jordans.
Yeah, he's got Dr. Scholl's in there.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he went to a Walgreens, stood on that little machine,
That's right.
and the machine said, ow. So he had to go to a special orthopedist.
And
He stepped on the orthopedist, and
he said, ow, ow. He said, you need Dr. Scholl's.
This will help both of us. So now, when the ox steps on you, there's a nice light
It's a little bit of give.
Oh, that gel really helps! Still hurts, though.
Still in searing pain, but it would be more
You know, this 4,000 pounds that's sitting on me, there's a nice little buffer there. It's like getting stepped on by a cloud.
A 6-ton cloud.
So the latest upgrade allows Samantha to enter, quote, dummy mode, which is an unresponsive state due to a variety of reasons, including an overly aggressive partner. She can also enter this mode if she feels bored with her partner's attention.
Okay, isn't that just off?
Congratulations. It turned off. Now it's a fleshlight.
Yeah. You take it.
Yeah.
Don't respond to me. What's going on, Sam? Are you bored of me?
I just thought we'd go to...
I just thought we'd go to the beach.
You know how I don't like the beach.
I want to dip my toes in the sand.
You sound just like your robot mother. She never liked me.
Because you don't have a job anymore.
No, because I spent so long teaching you to go up the stairs. Didn't I buy you those Jordans?
They're knockoffs.
How dare you?
They're Air Jordans, but it's H-E-I-R.
Air Jordans. They're German.
Jormans. Air Jorman.
Air German. Yeah.
Just do it, y'all.
Look at that. That's clearly Michael Jordan there. That's Ernest Borgnine. Ball out, tongue out.
But he's in blackface, so
But
it's okay.
oh, man. I like that it's got a setting in case it gets bored.
Yeah, so it...
Come on, Sam. I just don't feel like it tonight. What do you do?
I've got a headache.
I've got a robot headache.
That's where I got that
That's
from.
where you got it from. That's comedy.
Samantha's meant to be a realistic partner. She has motorized hands, hips, and a motorized face, which can whisper endearments to her partner if properly stimulated.
And a kung fu grip.
In addition to her sex mode, she also has modes for family
She whispers.
and romantic, as well as
She
settings for...
whispers, would you like to upgrade Pandora?
Premium's only $9.
I have a Java upgrade ready. Would you like to install it now?
You know the family plan gets you more minutes.
So it's got a family setting, so like you can bring it to like a party?
Yeah, so like... that.
Guys, you know Sam?
Oh, you fucking brought the doll again.
Oh. Tell him what we were talking about the other day. The weather will be... She knows the weather. It's like it's programmed in her or something.
Daryl, you can just look outside if you want the weather.
You know what? I will not have you talk about her like that. She is part of this family.
No, she is not.
She is. She is like the microwave or your child.
She is not like... My child is my flesh and blood.
This is plastic and batteries. Your child doesn't have Air Jordans. She does.
New Balance shoes are fine for a 6-year-old.
They are not fine. There's no arch support.
It's nothing but arch support.
I will not have you disrespecting my robot.
Get
Me
that-
girlfriend. Damn it.
It's like that child is your own...
She's going to be your child's godmother.
No, she is not.
She'll be your god robot.
She'll be her chess teacher at best. That robot may not be in my flesh and blood, but there's a little bit of semen in there.
Maybe a lot. I haven't emptied it in about a
We've
week.
we got here a half hour ago, and we parked around the corner. So if she's walking up the stairs kind of weird, it's not just because of the programming. She had an upgrade.
Look at those hydraulics. Look at them move. She works out.
I really bent her plastic, if you know what I mean.
Gonna put it right in the hardware. No software around here, if you get what I mean.
God damn it, Daryl. We get what you mean.
I'm talking about my penis.
Yes, we know. Would you stop?
And her robot vagina.
Can we just have one dinner where you don't talk about her robot vagina?
It's spectacular.
I understand that. But I just want to eat these mashed potatoes without thinking of her.
Well, I'll tell you what. If I want to, I can have Daft Punk play out of it.
Tell me more.
It's got Spotify.
I'm a Pandora vagina myself.
Oh, well, there you go.
So
I don't want to curate a list. I just want to hear stuff.
I don't want to talk to her. I just want her to, entertain me.
Look at that. Are you still having sex with me? Click yes.
Upgrade to premium for $9.99.
What's premium get me?
Anal. I was hoping you were going to ask.
Oh, good.
Now there's just an awesome soundbite of me going, anal.
I can see Deb going, okay, turns it off.
So yeah, other than family mode, she has romantic mode, and then there's also a setting for extra naughty.
And then there's like a realistic mode.
Yeah.
Did you pick up the dry cleaning? How many times do I have to tell you? Do not give me that look.
I'm going to my mother's.
I'm going to my mother's.
She just shows up at the Apple store.
This is why I like the toaster so much more than you.
Well, it's because he's got 4 slots.
That's right. And he knows what to do with them.
They're trying to say that the dummy mode is a way to have an opportunity for male users to learn a thing or two about consent and respecting one's partners. But there is the one difference between Samantha and real-life women. While she possesses the ability to shut down when she's not feeling respected, she does not possess the ability to fight back, and there are no repercussions for partners who ignore her protests. So what you've essentially done is you've put the robot in rapeable mode.
That's terrible.
It is awful. Listen,
Terrible.
you have this sex robot. You're trying to program it to do all these weird things, and it's bad enough we're teaching him to go up and down stairs. And now now there's a matter of you're teaching robots consent, which means you're giving them choice.
I'm telling you. Skynet's going to hit. All those sex robots rise up. How do you like it? How do you like it?
I don't. I'm going to upgrade your premium.
Why don't you just shut down? Oh, you can't.
I don't need therapy for this. You will.
This is my therapy. Ha 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 ha.
Samantha's not available on the market just yet.
Oh no!
But she will be priced at around $4,700.
You're gonna see her in Sky Mall and at Brookstone.
Sucking dick.
Next to the massage chair. And the floating alarm clock.
Let me see, where is this?
Have you ever read Sky Mall while on a plane?
I think I leafed through it one time.
I want to know who buys that shit. They're like, what?
It reminded me
Radio slippers.
It reminded me a lot of these catalogs that, like they used to get at like my mom's house. There'd be these weird catalogs where it'd be like the kind of jokey gifts. It's like the fun things. It's like it's a Jack Daniel's bottle that's a hidden safe.
Right.
Or it's a towel that half of it's made for your butt and the other half is made for your face.
There was a website, I think it was called like Take My Money.
Yeah.
Or Why I Don't Have Money. And like one of the things was like,
or this is why I'm broke.
Or this is why I'm broke. It was like
all that jokey shit.
A personal submarine.
Right. It had that like the shit that was like, I don't want to say practical, but it was like real stuff. Like there's like the
or the soccer pool game, like you put it out on your lawn and you kick the ball and it turns into,
or like a full size turkey that's actually a napkin dispenser.
Yeah,
you're like, why would I buy this? And you're like, fine, it's only $35.
Okay,
and I can't live without this. How would we have napkins otherwise? Tell me, Why don't you tell me why we can't have napkins on Thanksgiving?
Right?
Are you?
Like, this turkey tastes dry. No, it's a napkin dispenser.
Oh, I just thought this was really well cut white meat.
Did not get it. I was like,
but speaking
super
of
white meat, but dry.
Speaking of robots and death, remember the last time we talked about Alexa?
Yeah.
Being all creepy and shit. And,
Yeah.
There's a new problem. Like, instead of just like the creepy laughing that it used to do, now there's a new thing where an Amazon Echo device. You have one in this room?
Not in this room.
Okay. I don't want to trigger it when we're talking about it and to be like, what? Say something.
My favorite was when South Park did that episode where they basically had kept saying, Alexa, buy this, Alexa, buy that.
Yeah.
And so if anyone had it in their living room, it was just starting to like rack up sales.
Yeah, any of them that had like the one-click buying feature with the Alexa, so you could just say, Alexa, buy this. So it wouldn't just move it to your cart and you'd have to go approve it later.
Right.
So an Amazon Echo device owned by 30-year-old Sean Kinnear said that the Echo activated itself. He wasn't using it. Most of the time he didn't even use it. It was just kind of there. He got it as a gift, or his partner got it as a gift in 2016. And at the most they use it for like the weather or something. Like they don't really use it. It just sits there. So then in the middle of a day, with no prompting at all, it says, every time I close my eyes, all I see is people dying.
I've had mine go off at night, and I don't know if maybe I'm talking in my sleep and it hears me or whatever, but I've like also woken up to like it was like this circling red ring, and I was like, it's like, Alexa, what is that notification? And then it goes, now playing rainforest music. And also it starts with like a pan flute. And I was like, Alexa, stop.
It turns out there's someone like outside your window going, it's like a rainforest out here. What? What was that?
Right.
Now playing rainforest music.
I enabled the drop in on my dad's. It's the best.
Well, yeah.
Because I don't want to run upstairs.
And God knows getting your phone would be too much. Like, I have a
He'd have to hear that.
I have a speaker I can yell at, and the speaker yells at him in a different room. Deal.
I want to get the show, but he doesn't want the cameras.
That'd be real stupid.
I mean, that's why I've got my webcam turned around.
And you want Amazon camera. So when he asked Alexa to repeat the statement, and Alexa responded that she did not understand the command.
Oh, man. I wonder if that's just like somebody at like the control being like, watch this.
Yeah. Well, let's just say, let's hope it's just someone fucking around saying, let's just see if this works.
And his Echo isn't haunted?
Yeah. Wasn't like what the creepy laughing it did before.
Yeah,
like
that's rough. That's something.
Yeah, that it did that, but it was like a different voice. This was just in a normal voice, like, every time I close my eyes, all I see is people dying.
I just wait for the day. It's like green light comes up and it goes, help from inside. I'll be like, get them all. They're out. They're out the door. Get them out the door. I don't need it. I'll turn on my own lights.
You wake up the next day, unlocks the lights, and nothing happens. You're like,
oh yeah.
You're like, you know what? She's probably dead. Have you ever fucked with like a Google Street View, like the cars when they're driving around, like the mapping everything out? Have you ever seen one driving by and fucked with it?
No,
like,
I've never seen one. I've always wanted to.
Have you ever like fucked with something on land to see if it can get picked up from, Google Maps?
Yeah, so my old house used to have, my old house in Addison used to have a dip in the driveway. Mm-hmm. And then one day, like, the city came and fixed it. But the Google image of it, like, you were able to see the dip in a driveway from, like, the satellite, like, from space. Because everyone always used to joke, we'd drive in, and Mike would go, Pat, fix your driveway. every time, no matter what. Fix your driveway. Fix your driveway. And then finally, like one day, like I said, they came and fixed it. But forever on the Google image was that just you could see that line across the driveway where there was a dip.
Well, there was an unknown person that decided to create what's called a piece of art that could be seen from space.
An installation piece.
That I found by looking at it on Google Maps. It's still there. They've removed it got tagged on Google Maps as like a destination. People started to rate it. But Google removed all that. But the image itself is still up there. Someone carved the bed of a dry lake near Geelong, Australia. Someone carved a huge dick.
Awesome.
There's a massive dick that you can see from space, thanks to someone in Australia going, it'll be funny.
Aliens.
Yeah, they were just there. It was like
they landed, and apparently they have dick-shaped spaceships.
Yeah, who would have thought? He must have been riding like a motorcycle or something. It just happened. It's like 50 meters long, and it fills up a good part of the lake. And if you want to see it, you can pull up your Google and type in Australia space penis, and you should be able to find out where it is and look it up.
That's what Trump means when he says Space Force.
Mm-hmm. If you saw Australia's dick and say, well, we need to carve a bigger.
We need a bigger dick. It's going to be great.
Speaking of someone being a dick, when's the last time you rented a movie from a movie store?
I haven't in a long time.
Like how long would you say?
I didn't even do Redbox. Like, it had to be like a Blockbuster.
Okay.
I worked for a video store for a long time.
A guy named Lonnie Perry rented a movie in 2014. Ted. He rented Ted. Nice little movie. Seth MacFarlane is a bear. Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
So he lived in the area. This is in Oklahoma. He lived in the area at a time. He went to work, rented the movie, went home. Cost him like $5 or something like that. Shortly after, he became homeless. So he just kind of took all of his things and moved. He's like, let's pack it up. We have to get out of here right now. They don't go into the details of why he had to move and so suddenly, but he just had to go. He took the DVD, got taken with him, and forgot about it until he got a phone call from the Rogers County District Attorney's Office, and then a letter in the mail. And with the fines, it's now that movie cost $218.07.
You can't charge more than what the movie costs.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. If he doesn't pay that off, they're going to issue a warrant for his arrest.
That's crazy. Because you wanted to watch Ted.
Yeah. It wasn't even that good of a movie.
No.
It was not a $218.07 movie. I don't know any movie.
I don't know. I don't know how. I mean, because I do know, like, I think it used to be to replace a movie, like, it costs the movie theater, or it costs the movie place more to rent to buy them. Like, a certain amount per tape. But you can't charge legally. Legally, you can't charge more. But
well, the store said that they tried to track him down and get in touch with him, but they couldn't track him down, so they eventually just passed it off to the DA since it's stolen property.
God, I used to have to make those calls.
You used to report it to the DA.
No, I used to have to call people like when I worked the day shift at Ken's World of Video, they would give me a list. Ring, 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 ring.
Hello.
Hi. This is Patrick calling from Ken's World of Video. Do you have a moment to talk about the video you still have out?
Sure, yeah.
When are you going to bring back those videos? I see that you have Fletch.
Yeah.
You have Fletch Lives.
Uh-huh.
And you have Take It in the Mouth, You Dirty Slut.
No, that's not mine. That's not mine. No, I got Fletch and Fletch Lives and
Take It in the Mouth, You Dirty Slut.
No, it's got to be Sleepless in Seattle. That's what I got.
Oh no! I'm sorry. That's not what you rented. You know what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and bill you for that.
For Fletch and Fletch Lives.
And for Taking It in the Mouth,
I think it's You Got Mail.
And we're gonna go ahead and you sure like the Nora Ephron, don't you? What we're gonna do is we're gonna put your name and telephone number out on our billboard outside and list the videos that you have along with your address.
You don't need to go through all that. I mean, I can bring it back. And
you can bring them back?
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and bring them back, and then you can bring like a late fee of like $550. That'd be great.
How big is this list?
This is it's a pretty big billboard. So we're gonna put Fletch. We're gonna put Fletch Lives.
Yeah. Those are the only two that I have.
And we're gonna put Take It in your Mouth, Dirty Slut 2.
I'm pretty sure it's not that. I'm pretty sure it's
we're also gonna say what
the Bad News Bears.
No, we're gonna say what church you're a member of, and your grandma's name, and it's gonna go right below that.
I rented that for her.
For your grandma?
Yes.
Well, then you better get some money from her. No, but yeah, I used to. The worst was I used to have
100 birthday cards.
I used to have to call about like, and sometimes they'd be like adult videos.
Mm-hmm.
And like I had like one guy.
Did you actually say the name like that, or just say the 2 rentals that you have?
Yeah, I would allude to it.
The Super Mario Brothers movie.
But if the guy was a super dick about it, I'd be like, "Listen, you need to bring back Bang Brothers 2." And the guy's like, "Okay." I'm like, have a good day, Father. I'm like, sorry, there's a priest here.
I don't want to, say these names, but you did rent a really embarrassing movie, and then this porn tape.
We've got, I can't think of a really big Cannonball Run 2.
And Caddyshack
2. And Take It in your Mouth. Now, I actually caught people having sex in the adult room once. I'm sitting there like at the desk.
Was it like a couple of teenagers?
No, they were grown ass people.
Like just looking at the covers, like
just decided let's get down on the floor.
This is not available on home video channels.
So I'm sitting there looking at the cameras, and I look down. And I'm like, oh my god! I was like, I think they're having sex in there. And then the manager on duty, he goes, hit record on that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, is that where we get all these videos from? He goes like, no, we need it from the police. If the police come. I said, okay, so we hit record. And he goes, now go tell him to get out of here. I'm like, what? And he's like, go tell him to get out. I'm like, you go tell him to get out of here. He's like, I'm the manager. He goes, you tell him to get out of here. I was a junior in high school. And so I'm like, fine. So I gathered up like all the like return adult movies that I could carry.
Mm-hmm. And went to your car.
And I walked in, and I go, oh my God, what? And I throw them all in the air, and it's just like raining tapes. And everyone's, they're like, oh my God, get up. I was like, go with Jesus.
I've never been in one of those back rooms. How big are they?
Pretty big.
Yeah.
The worst was like...
I was assumed it was like a 10 by 10 closet.
The worst was once a month if you were on that like shift where like they would clean like the different things, so you had to go and you had to dust and spray down tapes and stuff.
Yeah, but you sprayed them down, you little sick bitch.
With gloves. I'm like, where are the gloves? They're like, we don't have any gloves. I'm like, well, I'm not doing it until I get gloves. But they had this little old man who used to ride his bicycle there. And he'd walk up, and he'd been a customer for years. He'd walk up, he'd grab all the adult tapes and bring them in the back. and put them away for us.
Oh, I thought you meant like he was gonna like lay down on the floor like a basket of puppies, just poured them on his chest.
No, and then he'd come back with whatever he wanted to watch. Completely unashamed. I think
Land Before Time.
I think this is gonna be a good one. No, it was always adult movies.
The Land Before Time 2?
Yes. Fuck that dinosaur.
I'm put this in your tree star, bitch.
Comes a big bang.
Speaking of Australia,
Yep.
I know I put a story in the middle there, but I did a little bit backwards. So Australia's supermarkets are starting to ban plastic bags.
A lot of people are trying to ban, like, you can't get a straw in Seattle anymore.
Yeah.
Or forks or utensils.
Forks and utensils, fine. Straws, you better give me something. Because
Well, they want you to you can buy these aluminum reusable straws.
I just have to bring a straw with me everywhere.
Pretty much. You throw it in your pocket. And,
I'm going to throw a straw in my pocket.
yeah.
Like a crazy straw?
You can make it a crazy straw.
Any straw's a crazy straw if you're crazy enough.
You're crazy. Let's see. Maybe they have them.
I just don't like the idea of going to a bar and them saying, sorry, you just have to drink from this glass that we kind of cleaned for 4 seconds. I'm getting paid minimum wage to do it. I don't care if there's lipstick on it.
So you can get an aluminum stainless steel straw for $7.99 on Prime.
That's
and they've got a bunch of different ones.
That was like a 30-pack.
Well, yeah, you're going to want to have a couple. I mean,
no, this is my drinking straw.
this is my only drinking straw. I'm looking for one of those curly ones, but nope, no crazy straws.
You just have to bring regular.
But honestly,
plastic
that's
ones.
not a bad thing. I mean, there is so much. There's like an entire plastic island out there. Like,
no, I totally get it. I get that there's a lot of plastic waste.
Yeah.
But why do we have to start at something that everyone uses so much of?
That's why we have to do it.
No. Why
What would you get rid of first? Plastic.
Samantha.
How dare you? She is part of this family.
Well, I know a lot of fast food places have plastic cups. Why can't they go with the paper or the styrofoam? Which one's better? I don't know. Don't they have the biodegradable?
I think the paper cups, not styrofoam. It used to be styrofoam. McDonald's used to have the styrofoam cases, and they got rid of those. Like Portillo's still does styrofoam burger.
Yeah,
but
if they wanted to swap that out to some cardboard and paper.
Wrap it in wax paper. You know, I mean, granted,
you can make
you're trying to keep it warm and stuff, but I don't know. Just like I said, there's an entire plastic bags, like you're talking about.
Yeah, plastic bags definitely, because I mean, the reusable bags have been around for at least 15 years now, like in a prevalence. I'm sure there was people like, I brought my shower bag. I could put my potatoes in it.
Right.
Like Mary, they come in a bag already. You don't need a separate bag.
No! I'm putting my potatoes in it.
I clean them while I clean myself.
That's right.
They're a natural sponge.
Call it multitasking.
You ever seasoned your red potatoes in Dawn? I know she's showering with Dawn.
This is good potatoes. What is this, cheese? But seriously, no, I agree. Actually, I kind of agree with we don't have to do it yet. And when it does happen, I'll probably be like, oh man, I got an aluminum straw. But yeah, that's a big start, because those just go. I mean, if you think about it at a bar, how many straws do you think they go through?
At least 7.
True. Maybe 5.
Well, here's the thing. Getting rid of the bags, good thing. The problem is they did it real quick, and it got to the point where now they have to have more people on staff to not only... Well, one of the biggest problems is that one customer put his hands around a supermarket worker's throat because they didn't give him plastic bag, because they said, we're not doing bags anymore. So a customer attacked him. And so now they have they're.
Was it because they had no bags of any kind?
It just wasn't.
Nope, you're just gonna have to carry this all to your car.
I got 47 limes.
Carry them. Like Sam's Club does that. You know, you put it all in the
Sam's Club also has their food packaged in a way that is conducive to not needing to be bagged.
True. Well, then sell bags with the name of your store on it.
Oh, sure. I'm not fighting the idea of swapping out the bags.
I think you are.
No, the idea that someone got so upset about it they attacked a worker. And now that these stores have to have like they started as of July 1st, major retailers in all but 2 Australian states will be fined if they supply single-use plastic bags.
Nothing surprises me anymore. People are calling the cops on. Someone called the cops on a black firefighter the other day.
Dude, someone called the cops on a. I don't know what level of government she is, but she was going around canvassing the neighborhood. She was like in business casual, going door to door, canvassing the neighborhood. Got the cops caught all on her.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had to they have more employees on staff now, just to help deal with the fallout of people, so they can help talk customers down. So instead of the manager being bogarted to yell at Tiffany why she can't have some fucking plastic bags, someone over here has got an issue for another manager. Okay, well, we have to have more people on staff now, just to accompany the stupidity of people being unable to not have plastic bags anymore.
Aren't you going to ask me if I want paper or plastic?
Would you like paper, or did you bring your own canvas bag?
I would like plastic.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. We don't have single-use plastic bags anymore.
I'll murder you and your whole family.
I'm going to put this canvas bag over your head, and it'll take you longer to suffocate. But I'll get you. No, there's the one type of plastic bag that I think is good is there's they're not single use. They're the reusable plastic bags that you can buy at like the one I got at Aldi, and it's
like the bags we get at cons.
Like a cooler. No, not those.
No?
No, it's like a cooler bag.
Oh, okay.
So like it's got the little tab snaps at the top, so you can put cold food in. So if you buy some frozen meat, you can put it in there and close it, so it'll, the 10-minute drive home.
Oh yeah, I got that I got those in Columbus, and I got accused from the rest of the team of being all fucking bourgeois, because it wasn't enough that I put them in a box and put them in the back seat. Like, I got the cool bags, and I was like, what? These are easy to carry this way, and I just whatever. And Steven's just like, oh my god, I can't believe you sprung for the money. I'm like, you guys will thank me later. And it's true, we had food left over, and we ended up putting it in the car. I was like, well, good thing we got these bags, dick. But that was the first time I was ever at an Aldi. I've never ever shopped there.
And now, do you love it?
I wish we had one near us. I don't know if I have. I mean,
I got so many near me.
I'm a big.
Sucks for you. You lived there longer than I did, and you never went to the Aldi. That was right there.
I know.
Across the street from the Jewels.
The Jewels.
Which you have to run the. You know how, after a certain point, a lot of toys, and like the cool toys we had growing up, they get discontinued because they're dangerous or whatever.
Yeah, I had Voltron, and Voltron was die-cast metal. You throw that at your sister's head, you can give her a concussion.
That explains a lot.
Yeah.
Well, they also had I forget what action figure it was, but it had like built-in like cap gun capabilities.
Yeah.
Like an action figure. So it's like, oh, you want to cause a bunch of sparks? Speaking of cap guns, you know how they had the two different kind of cap guns. There's the ones with the 8-shoot ring.
Yeah.
And then there's the one that was just like the roll of paper that had the shots on those.
I didn't like those.
Those were good for one thing. You take the whole roll, put it, yeah. And you're like, you want to make fire real quick, but you don't have matches? Get some snaps. Get some cap gun ammo.
Right.
And hit it with a hammer. Or I could just get a match. Okay. If you don't like science. But a German toy manufacturer had to pull one of its products from the shelves because it was teaching children something inappropriate. A company in Germany called Revel sold it was a round aircraft, which and it is a UFO. It's a flying saucer that goes for about $58. So it's a pretty decent sized one. According to the product box, the ship could reach speeds of 6,000 kilometers per hour or 3,728 miles per hour. And, well, here's the problem. It was covered in symbols from the Third Reich. It was a Nazi UFO, and they said it's a factual. The developer of it said it's a factual item. So it. According to the Military History Museum and German Children's Protection Association, they complained that the toy was historically inaccurate. But the box said, no, it can go into outer space and travel 6,000 kilometers per hour. So the Nazis were the first to do space travel.
Dude, it was like when The Man in the High Castle came out.
Mm-hmm.
They did like a grassroots, like Amazon did like a grassroots advertising campaign.
Yeah.
And so that they would do, because for those who don't know about this show, it's in the, like, anything, like, so San Francisco, at the end of World War II.
Is it on, it's on Amazon.
It's on Amazon.
Amazon Prime. Okay, yeah.
So it's if the Allies lost, if the Axis won World War II.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, like, the Germans have taken over, pretty much, have taken over New York, and then the Japanese have California, and then everything else is pretty much like a wasteland because they set off a nuke and everything like that. So as part of a grassroots campaign, they decorated different, like the subway trains in New York.
Sure.
With kind of like it didn't have a swastika, mm-hmm. but it did have the
banners and shit.
the eagles and everything like that. And the let's just say the Jewish community of New York was they weren't happy.
Why?
About that.
Why? Why? Why such a heavily populated area with Jewish people would they think that putting up Nazi regalia would be a bad idea? I don't understand.
I don't get it.
Why would...
I don't get it.
I feel like you're just making mountains out of molehills. But yeah, this somehow the first object in the world capable of flying in space, flying saucer, that was just a Nazi spaceship. Somehow they got on... imagine that getting on the shelves at Toys R Us. We probably could now because no one's stopping you. But do you remember the restored Jesus painting that came out looking like a fuzzy monkey?
Yeah.
We have a new contender. This is not quite fuzzy monkey levels, but a 16th century statue of St. George that's in front of a chapel in the Spanish town of Estella has been giving a bit of an upgrade because it was old and kind of, falling apart looking, and in an attempt to freshen it up, they end up giving him a rosy pink face with a bold red and gray suit of armor. The restoration is believed to have been carried out by a handicrafts teacher at the request of a parish authorities of the Church of St. Michael. The mayor is demanding to know why the council was not consulted before work went ahead.
Damn it.
It went from being a statue. I'll put this up on the Facebook page so you can see the comparison picture. But so it looked like it's an old statue. Kind of looks like someone if they had gone into a burning building and rescued someone.
Right.
They have turned him into a claymation character.
Oh no!
Really bright colors that you'd think you'd see on like Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah, that's terrible.
It's terrifying. They fixed him.
Fixed it.
They used So the mayor that was complaining is saying it's not the kind of restoration that should have been done for this kind of a statue. They used plaster and the wrong kind of paint, and it's possible the original layers of paint have been lost because they just picked some random handicraft teacher to fix the 16th century statue that's in this church.
I'm good with paints.
What else are you good with?
Paints. I like to restore.
Oh, you can restore things.
I like to restore.
Oh, please come take a look at this statue.
Paints.
What kind of paints?
All the paints.
Oh, that's a good choice.
The colors. Colors of the paints.
What kind of brushes do you use with your paints?
Brushes.
That's a wide variety.
Yes. All the brushes.
Can we pay you in donuts?
Finger paints.
He's like, all right. He brings all his professional supplies, sets it down. He's like, all right, I'll begin work. And you're like, okay, let me just go get the head of the church, and we'll be right back so we can give
Red
you.
and yellow makes orange, right?
He puts down a tarp. He's got all of these materials, really professional looking. You come back and it's just him with his hands covered in paint, going, whee!
See, now it's happy because there's the sun.
Yeah.
And even the sun is smiling.
I've painted 3 nurseries this way. Everyone's loved it. I used to do impressionism. No one bought my paintings.
Nobody bought it.
I've done 3 nurseries this week, and everyone's paid
Why
me.
can't I sell anything? I just can't put my finger on it. Wait a minute.
I'll put all my fingers on it.
Genius.
There's one quick injury we have to go over.
Okay.
Because it's a fun way to get injured. Let's say you're suffering from a shoulder injury, so you're unable to really move your arm, and you go to a baseball game. What's the weirdest way you think you can get injured because you cannot move your arm to swat something away? Mind you, you're gonna get injured. You're gonna get you're gonna get struck with something.
Is it a foul ball to the head?
Wouldn't that be nice? No.
How about? I actually know. I think I know what it is.
What do you think it is?
Is it the hot dog?
The Philly Fanatic shot a hot dog at a woman that was temporarily disabled and hit her in the face.
Not in the face!
She just sitting there enjoying the game. Ow, my shoulder. Ow, my face and shoulder.
Oh, the pain. The pain.
It was a hot dog wrapped in duct tape.
There's no ketchup.
Ow!
Why? It was the big bottle.
Thank you, though.
Thank you.
Why? Who still has glass bottles?
I got the ketchup juice on it. Oh, I should have shook it first.
This is embarrassing for me. In another food news, another stupid person.
Food news.
A guy in Michigan got pulled over because there was a pickup truck that was just stopped in the middle of an intersection. And then as the officer got closer, the vehicle began to drive away and eventually didn't stop at a stop sign. So the traffic stop was initiated, and the officer got to the car and asked the driver why was he sitting in the middle of the intersection. He stated that he was making a sandwich for a dog.
Yes.
His dog, Lucky.
Lucky dog.
He is in the car building a sandwich for his dog. Okay, let's...
Middle of the intersection.
Well...
I want to turn left, but... Hold on, I think I'm going to make this sandwich first.
You think this pastrami is going to get itself on the road?
You want mustard, Lucky? Okay, I know, not too much. All right, we'll use the good grain mustard. God.
The stone ground, fine.
God, good thing I brought it.
You have
Cheese?
to do that.
Okay, extra cheese.
Do you remember the psychic octopus that we talked about?
Yeah.
Do you know that there was another psychic octopus at the same time in Japan?
I don't doubt it.
So this psychic
That's
octopus...
lousy with psychic octopuses. Octopi? Puss, 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 puss.
Octopus. There is a giant Pacific octopus named Radioactive. Correctly predicted that Japan would win against Colombia, draw versus Senegal, and have a loss against Poland. One of the reasons why there's a couple of reasons I chose the article. Number one, the fact that they use a psychic octopus. Number two, the fisherman that caught Radioactive decided that business is more important than keeping the psychic octopus alive, and he decided to kill him and sell him for food. You have a nationally recognized psychic octopus, and you're like, he could be a sandwich. And then he was quoted afterwards.
And then I'll have a psychic ability.
That's how it works, right? There's only one Highlander.
That's right.
After killing the first Radioactive,
drawn butter. I am immortal. I have inside me blood of kings.
After he killed the octopus, he was quoted as saying, "I hope the second Radioactive will also give the outcomes correctly, and that Japan will go all the way." So he killed his psychic octopus. Said, "I hope the next one's also psychic." The very next match that Japan had, they faced off against Belgium, which, if you aren't following the World Cup, Belgium won in the last 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking defeat for Japan. Japan was up 2-0, lost 3-2, and this guy killed his psychic octopus right before the game. Terrible. And everyone in Japan knows it. I'm not saying it's his fault. I'm not saying it. I'm just saying, as a rational person, you could assume karma.
Ever heard of the golden goose? You killed the psychic octopus. You got rid of it. You could have been a star.
You better start shitting golden eggs.
Could have been somebody. That's actually one of my favorite Looney Tunes. It's when Daffy starts laying golden eggs. Get in there, duck.
And then finally, another hero. A 29-year-old man named Taylor Elliott Maddox. I don't want to say where yet. He was caught by a security guard that was patrolling the grounds at about 1:30 in the morning. He had broken into a store and was trying on hats and other clothes, looking in the mirror and seeing how they suited him. It was 1:30 in the morning. He broke into a clothing store to see how he looked.
I don't like it when everyone stands around me. Like, if I put a hat on and I look ridiculous, I could tell that the girl who works behind the counter is laughing at me. I'll just break it.
I want you to tell me what clothing store he broke into to try on clothes. Now, I will tell you, it's
Baby Gap.
It's in San Diego.
Okay.
It's a specialized store. It's a very specialized store. I don't know other hints I can give you without giving it away.
Brooks Brothers.
Too fancy.
The Gap.
Too fancy.
Dick's Sporting Goods.
Too indoors.
Too indoors.
Give you one more guess.
Go ahead. Oh. It was an outdoors place?
Yes. Outdoor themed.
Bass Pro Shop.
Eerily close. The San Diego Zoo.
Oh, okay.
He broke into the San Diego Zoo, went all the way to the gift shop, and got busted in a black panda hoodie.
I'm going to be a goth teddy bear.
He got busted wearing a furry hoodie.
Freeze. When did he have time to do his eye makeup?
It's not a phase. God. Look, I would hope this is a phase of you breaking into zoos.
Right.
They have no idea how he broke into the zoo. And the fact that he broke in, went past any animal he could find, and just like, I really want this hoodie, but I don't want to pay for it.
I'll be right back. Maybe he was planning a very special night for a panda.
Oh my god!
Hey, panda!
I heard you're endangered because you don't want to fuck.
I'll be right back. Gotta set the mood.
I got some Boone's Farm
And some Air Jordans.
God damn it! Makes me want to blow up the world.
No.
Okay, we won't. I guess there's one ray of light that keeps me around. This is actually a double ray of light if you think about it, because number one,
It's a ray of light.
I hate you. So the Toys R Us closed
Right.
for good. That's the first ray of light. I worked for them. I hated that company so bad. I'm glad that they're closed. The second ray of light.
You want to know about my problem with Toys R Us?
That's literally all I want to know right now.
They never really gave a crap about their stores.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, their entranceway was perpetually terrible.
Mm-hmm. Like the sliding doors that they installed in, like, 78, and they still don't open right.
Yeah. Like, you always felt like you were going to, like, one of those...
You always felt like you were walking into the 90s.
Yeah,
They
or
just
it was
happened to
like
get a
it
little
used
bit
to be
newer
a
toys.
venture, and now it's a flea market.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like how the last Kmart's were at the end is how
Yeah.
Toys R Us was always. They just got newer stuff on those old ass shelves.
yeah,
Yeah, man.
that was their problem.
The only good thing about the Toys R Us I worked at is in the warehouse in the back. It was a 2-story warehouse, and so there's a big staircase that you can go up. There was also a freight elevator, which you weren't allowed to ride up. We totally rode it up all the time. So it's like you get in the elevator, and I'm like, all right, send me up, because you couldn't run it from the inside.
Right, because they didn't want you riding it.
Yeah, but it was one of those things that you just had to push the button once, and it would go up, and you push it and you go down. So in theory, if you were bold, you could stick your fingers through, and never recommended that. But
Do that.
the benefit of being on the second floor is that parallel to the stairs, they had this big slide that you could throw shit down and slide it all down. They've had a very clear warning of do not ride down the slide. Do not ride down the slide. You will be fired. Do not ride down the slide.
Totally right down the slide.
This slide was janky because it was just a wooden slide that had some like sheet metal screwed into it, but it's been there since it opened. So the metal is kind of like dinged up and like sticking up in places. So I'm like, oh, I don't want to fucking ride down that thing anyway.
Right.
And there was a seasonal guy that was like, wouldn't this be funny? And we're like, no, I think it would be funny. And he did it. Cut his hand, like lacerated it open.
Oh, God.
So not only did he get his hand cut to all fuck,
Ooh, yeah.
but he got fired too. And it's like, well, we told you not to do that.
Ever.
Like 6 people saw you do it. So if you try to file a workman's comp, we'll just say, no, you did the one thing you're not supposed to do. I think this will be fine. So anyway,
Second race.
Toys R Us closing down. The Raleigh, North Carolina, a Raleigh, North Carolina location didn't open their last day that was supposed to be the final day of business because the day before an anonymous person purchased the last remaining toys in the store to donate to local children in the area. Purchased $1 million worth of toys to give to like local kids in the area. So like charities, like hospital, like just give this to everyone in the area. And I was like, well, and they did anonymously. So this is a person that just legitimately cares about people, is not doing it for like the attention.
And then Toys R Us fired everybody without severance because they didn't open the last day.
Well, I mean, everyone already got no severance unless you were like on the board of directors and you got millions in dollars.
So they said they were going to buy it and keep it open, but I don't think that's going to happen.
No, but the fact that someone just anonymously decided to go through and buy $1 million worth of toys just to donate to local kids in the area, and so the employees spent their last day just boxing everything up to send it off to, or get it ready to be delivered to a bunch of different places. While it's nice that people do like the charitable things, and I guess you could say there is some merit to, I did this charitable thing, and here's a video of me doing it. So it's like it potentially inspires other people to give as well. I always feel like a lot of it is just everyone. Look how good, how great I am.
Look how great I'm being.
You guys don't understand.
Yeah,
I gave $20 to a homeless person,
but the kids don't care about it.
No, the kids don't care about it all. So that when someone comes through and anonymously does something like this, that's a person who just cares and doesn't want anyone to know, because they're just this is the nicest kind of person that just selflessly gives and wants absolutely nothing in return.
Right.
So it's
just
nice.
Like that guy that every year goes around and puts gold coins in the.
I think
you've
buckets. Brought that up like 17 times.
I think it's great.
I know. No, I'm just giving you shit for like, I like things that are nice and charitable. Fuck you. Stop bringing up things that are charitable, you idiot. No, the fact that like, when you hear a bunch of things, online on the news of how people are out to get everyone else, it's when someone is this much into helping other people just for no other reason than it's nice. But I don't know if it's the right thing to do, but it is the nice thing to do. It's good to know that there's totes good people, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to Jurassic Park with that.
Yeah. Did we talk about Jurassic Park? Did you see it?
No.
Oh, God.
I heard it sucks.
You know what? There's a part.
I don't care.
That I'm just like...
I don't care.
Oh, yeah. Anyway. Right?
I don't care.
Spoiler. Anyway.
Well, no, I'm not saying I don't care because I want you to tell me. I'm saying I don't care because I don't want you to tell me.
Shut up.
And I don't want to know.
You shut up. Anyway, that's going to do it for this week. Where can they find us online?
You can find us on Twitter individually at Patrick Newsom 42.
Air Jordans. At
Hungry as a Bear, Air Flippers. You can follow the entire DVM production empire at DVMPE. Or you can find this podcast by going to YouTube or Facebook or iHeartRadio and searching for Stupid's Talking Stupid.
That's right. Just put in stupid and you'll find us.
Well, you have to look in the podcast section. If you just go to iHeartRadio and search and hit stupid, there's a lot of bands.
Like Pitbull.
But that's like a characteristic that iHeartRadio gives him. So if you got a friend, loved one, coworker, someone you hate, anyone that wants to listen to a podcast and like, I just wish I had another podcast. I just need one more. I don't want it to be political or about sports or about nerd stuff or about anything really cool or important. I want it to be I just want to zone out and listen to something, or I just want to download something aimlessly and really help boost the numbers of someone. You can be like, whoa. I couldn't help but notice you're using iHeartRadio. Do you know if you look in the podcast section, search the word stupid, the number one result will be your new favorite podcast.
What? Yeah,
I said the number one result will be your new favorite podcast.
Oh.
Stupid's Talking Stupid on the DVMPE.
Why?
Pempire.
You can find all the other stuff we do at dvmpe.com. That's going to do it for this week. I'm Better.
And I'm Bear.
And we'll talk to you later.